Hi, my friend. Welcome to another episode of Soul Alchemy with Danielle Lynn. I'm Danielle Lynn, and in today's episode, we're going to talk about something that I've been experimenting and playing with a bit lately. And I've been really inspired to make a video about this recently because a lot of synchronicities have popped up in my life that lead me to believe that maybe this is a video that you might be looking for or might be coming into your field very soon, so let's make it happen. Now, you know I've often talked about how we are internal to external creators, which is really exciting because it means that we have the ability to shift our perception and focus on the aspects of reality we like, and then as a result experience more of that reality both inside and outside. Now, what I want to share with you today has a lot to do with how you can actively work from the inside out and live the kind of resonance in life you most want to live. Now, I'm going to give you sort of a preface here that this video isn't so much about trying to actively create external circumstances a specific way. In other words, we're not necessarily trying to get you your dream job. We're not necessarily trying to get any one specific action in life. This is much more about your overall foundation of life. Like if you've ever wanted to experience a life where you feel really connected to yourself. You feel really in tune with the rhythms, where really cool things, cool opportunities, cool people come in your life. Unexpected but joyful circumstances. That's what this is about. Now, from this platform, you can of course start creating maybe a little bit more specifically, or rather than creating, you could say resonate. Might be a little more accurate. Let's start with the basics. One of the coolest things about creating is that when we act as resonators, again, it's happening from the inside out, which means you don't have to worry so much about what's happening around you. I'm not saying the stuff happening around you doesn't affect you. You know, we're human beings too. That stuff can have some kind of impact. But I like to look at it this way. The stuff that's happening around you is an echo of the past resonances you focused on. What you are doing right now is creating the vibrations, the experiences, the echoes that you're going to be stepping into in each new moment. So don't worry too much about the experience around you right now, because again, you're just kind of experiencing an echo. Now, I like to start all these things with a few deep breaths. This really helps us get in our bodies, because getting in your body is a very important part of creating or experiencing anything in this reality, okay? So, deep breath in and out. And take your time. This is all about you connecting with you. Alright, once you feel really good there, what we're going to do is we're going to get you really familiar with your key frequency. Now, your key frequency is the frequency that resonates with the coolest, most interesting possibilities that are available to you in this world. This is so fun because you start to realize that it's kind of like, if you have a musical instrument, it's like having a tuner. You have a specific note you hit, and no matter what's happening in your life, you can check if it resonates with that note. Does it harmonize with this note? Is it the same note? Is it familiar? And that will help you make more choices in your life. For example, let's say you're unsure of what direction to take in life, right? People always talk about following your heart, following your alignment. Well, sometimes you can have a lot of different ways you're feeling pulled. By tuning into this resonance place, you get a lot more clarity on what's pulling you. Is it a belief system that's pulling you? Is it your ego that's pulling you? Is it a desire that's pulling you? Or are you feeling attracted because it's matching a resonance that you're focused on? When you work at the level of resonance, things become a lot less complex in the sense that you're a lot more clear as to why you're making the choices you're making. And then when things appear in your reality later, you're not like, wow, why is this happening? You feel a lot more in tune with yourself, in tune with your life, okay? So, if you need to do the breaths again, that's fine. I ended up talking a little bit more right after we did the breaths, so we can do that again. I'm just so excited to share this with you. All right, so, we're in our body, we're connected here. Now, what you're doing is you talk to your body. And this is fantastic because your body is such a living library of wisdom. You talk to your body and you say to yourself, okay, body, please show me what it feels like when we're making choices that resonate with our evolution, our highest possibilities, that feel really fun and exciting and expressive, and all parts of me are on board with this. My human part, my soul part, my cosmic consciousness part. And after you ask that, you got a pretty clear question going there. Just breathe a bit and feel in your body what it feels like to be that way. Because what you're doing is you're starting to create a communication cycle with you and yourself. You're starting to communicate with yourself energetically. When you ask your body, show me how it feels to have this, you're not necessarily looking for happy or a good feeling. It's almost more subtle than that. Okay? And it might feel really good. It often feels really good to do whatever it is we want to do. But there's more notes to that. Just as something can be sweet, but it can be sweet chocolatey or sweet fruity or sweet, caramel. There's a specific fragrance, a specific sound, a specific smell, a feeling, a sense to your own unique resonance that is yours really alone and unique. And asking yourself and talking to yourself is something like it's almost like you're learning this new way of communicating. And every single one of us can do this. So again, to recap the steps, you breathe a few times, I'd say around 3, okay? Get in a comfortable position and do this. Then ask yourself, what does it feel like when I'm making choices that are really in tune with me having the kind of life I most want to live? When I'm making choices that are really exciting and fun and joyful to me? And then sit and feel that. Now, if the first few times you don't really sense something, you can't really feel something, don't worry. Just give it a try, take a break from it, maybe try again a little later, take a break, try again later. Every day give it a little bit of a try, and eventually you're going to start noticing a difference, okay? Just like when we're first developing a sense of smell or a refined palate, a lot of times, sometimes it takes a little practice. Sometimes you might feel it right away. Wherever you are is right where you need to be. Trust yourself. If you're watching this, you absolutely have this ability. You absolutely are connected to yourself. And there's probably a really good chance that yourself really wants to connect with you, which is one of the reasons you felt drawn to watch this. So it's all working out. Now, if you want to give it another test, you can say to yourself, you can do the breaths, breathe in out a few times, and then ask yourself, what does it feel like when I'm making a choice that's not really feeling in alignment with all the things I want? When I feel out of integrity, when this is taking me a direction I don't really want to go. And then you sit with that and you feel it in your body. Can you feel that? For me, I'm already feeling, it feels kind of like my cells are almost closing off. It feels a little bit like there's a part of me that's constricting, and it's really not a feeling I prefer, right? But sit with it a bit, accept it, embrace it, because it's communication. It's not about resisting this feeling. Thank you for showing me how this feels, because now I have more understanding. I have more information, okay? You can even breathe in and out a few times and say, okay, what's it feel like to be neutral? Okay, see, immediately when I'm asking that, I can feel almost like my cells unclenching a little bit, right? It feels very good. I appreciate you, body. Such a good body. All right. Now you can play with this a lot of different ways. You know, you can ask your body, what's it feel like when I make this choice or this choice or this choice? And, you know, go real simple at first. And you can try it out on different things, you know. Hey, what's it feel like to me when I choose this job? What's it feel like to me when I choose this path? And remember, it's not so much about right or wrong. It's not about good or bad. It's almost like a new form of communication that doesn't require you to just think. It's allowing you to connect to the intelligence and the wisdom within your entire body and your entire energy field. Okay, because sometimes our thoughts can have a lot of layers to them. They can come from belief structures, they can come from outside things, and sometimes we get a little stuck in our head. Which one's the right thought? This is one practice that's really going to help you to expand your understanding of what choices are right for you, and, you know, hopefully give you a platform to connecting a little bit deeper into the communication with your body. Because again, your body's this incredible library of information. You have so much wisdom in your entire being, and, you know, I really encourage you to play with that, because you're this amazing being, and I hope you have so much fun with this practice. Now, as always, if you haven't yet, I encourage you to download 27 Soul Perspectives. You can find it on my website. I'll have the link, I believe, in the description. You can also find it at daniellelynn.com. And of course, if you have any questions or comments, leave it there. If you think this video was meant for someone or will help someone, send it along to them. I believe in synchronicity. Just send it along to them. If you want to see more videos like this, of course, please like, subscribe, anything that feels really resonant, good to you in your field. I've had so much fun connecting, and I look forward to our next video together. For now, this is Danielle, Soul Alchemy with Danielle Lynn.